We are not responsible for mispronouncing any of the Asian names stated in this movie. If you haven't already, please silence your phone or we will silence it for you. Okay, thanks, bye! Korea, Japan, Vietnam, and Southeast Asia.
Long ago, the four
Countries:
lived together in harmony. Then, everything changed when
China,
an attacked. Only the
Haliandra and Raj,
master of all four
Topics,
could stop them. But when the world needed him most, he vanished. 100 years passed and my brother and I discovered the new Avatar.
a trade route named Sea Road.
And although his
Trading,
skills are great, he has a lot to learn before he's ready to save anyone. But I believe
Sea Road.
can save the world.
In the beginning, China invaded Korea. Korea developed many Chinese traditions through this, but it also preserved its own traditions and distinct culture. Many Chinese traditions preserved, but the language did not. Between 300 to 600 CE, three powerful kingdoms emerged: Goguryeo, Pakche, and Silla. Constantly at war, each kingdom tried to gain dominance over the region. Silla was finally able to dominate the region and establish the first dynasty due to the aid of Korea's warriors knights called Hureng. The Hureng were a group of aristocrat young men who intensely studied the arts of war. The Hureng is actually a warrior code, not a fighting style. The Goryeo dynasty succeeded the Silla. It saw the development Taekwondo, which became more systematic and made a required part of military training. The Mongols ruled Korea from 1231 to 1392 CE. In 1392 CE, Koreans overthrew their Mongol conquerors and set up the Yi dynasty. They reduced Buddhist influence and set up a government based upon Confucian principles. They developed Hangul writing system, which is simpler than Chinese. Hangul increased the number of people who could read and write. Japan controlled Korea from 1911 through 1945 CE.
The surrounding seas have both protected and isolated Japan. Japan is close enough to the mainland to learn from Korea and China, but too far away to be conquered. Japanese mythology tells of a divine brother and sister who gave birth to both the islands of Japan and to the sun goddess Amaterasu. The legend says that in 660 BCE, Jimmu Tenno, a descendant of Amaterasu, became the first emperor of Japan. Japan was first inhabited by an
Aborigine,
people called the Ainu. The arrival of Asian people from the mainland pushed the Ainu into the northern regions of Japan. The Japanese called the Ainu hairy men. They were not allowed to assimilate into the Japanese culture. The native religion is called Shinto, meaning the way of the gods. There is no complex rituals or philosophy to the Shinto religion. Believers strive to find beauty in kami, the forces of nature. However, even if they were too far away to be conquered, Japan stole ideas from China, ideas about government, fashion, and their language, and incorporated that into their own way of life. But over time, they got bored with Chinese culture and decided to make their own because they thought they were better than them. Just think of Japan as one of those snobby rich white girls who think they're better than everyone else.
Last but not least, China traveled to the east and invaded Vietnam. Vietnam was like the person who always copied and was too lazy to do their own work. Not only did it borrow ideas from China, but Vietnam also borrowed ideas from Malaysia and India. It had many wars with Song China, but in the end, when the Mongols were trying to get some of Vietnam, they also had a war and Vietnam was victorious. Hey, looks like they're not lazy and useless anymore.
Southeast Asia depended on the salvation of the Sea Road. It allowed them to flourish and become successful in maritime trade. Due to the Sea Road, the spread of religions had hit many parts of Southeast Asia, but most of you may not know about the tribes that were started in Malaysia. The Iban tribe is one of the most famous tribes, spelled Iban. The tribe was based in the treacherous parts of Malaysia, in the forests, specifically Borneo. The Iban tribe were known for their head hunting skills and their notorious tattoos. Fun fact: Henry Golding, one of the stars from the new movie Crazy Rich Asians, is a direct descendant of the Iban tribe. The Iban tribe is an example of one of the many tribes that were based in Malaysia. Probably most of you thought the Iban tribe were one of the traditional Native American tribes, or probably pictured a Native American tribe with spears and arrows. But to tell you the truth, you're not that far off. The Ibon tribe is basically your traditional North American tribe with smaller eyes, or as we call it, Asian eyes. Earlobes of women and men were stretched by piercing at an early age, and brass weight earrings were put on for the reason to stretch their earlobes. The stretching of earlobes were to signify beauty and to also signify status. The longer the earlobe, the more important a person is to that tribe. I wonder if he's a part of the Ibon tribe. Anyways, thanks for watching and don't forget to subscribe and like the nah. Just joking. Okay, shoots.
さようなら。Tạm biệt. Goodbye.